Mr. Lightfoot.
Sorry.
Alexander Gideon Lighthouse.
Lightfoot.
Oh, sorry, but that was close enough.
Take me with you.
Come on, dude.
Sorry, I didn't know why I said that out loud. Go, okay. We're good.
Back into it.
When I get home from work today, we're gonna play Sharks and Minnows. Yeah. How about we just don't do the part?
Can we just move? Can we move past this section?
Stranger things have happened.
Hey.
Come on! I didn't do anything. Keep rolling. Oh. Gotta be past it, man. All right? Mm-hmm. Stranger things have happened.
Hey. Look, I know you do what? Dude, I didn't do anything that time. What's going on?
I don't know. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I don't know why it's happening. It's first thing in the morning. Oh. What happened? Jonathan and Clary will have activated their anti-tracking runes. Finding them won't be so easy.
Not if they come to me.
Man.
Come on, man.
Say it. Finding them won't be so easy.
Not if they come to me.
Finding them.
You're already
I'm not.
smiling.
Shut up. Shh. We're doing it. We're getting it.
Say the line.
Cut it.
Say the line.
Ah,
Ready? Finding them won't be so easy.
not if they come to me. Pop. Okay, we got it. I'm so sorry. Wait, don't cut yet. Ready? Yeah, got it. I got it.
Here we go.
Jonathan and Clary will have activated their anti-tracking runes. Fine. I'm sorry, guys.
No, just go.
Finding them won't be so easy.
Come on. Not if she comes to me. Not if they come to me. Not if they come to me.
Say it. Yeah, say it. She's right.
Not if
She's
they
right.
come to me. Not if they come to me. Not if they come to me
Fine.
first.
Not if they come to him. Not if they go to you.
Right. All right. Get on your mark.
No, for real. Yeah.
You say it.
So annoying.
No. Man.
Okay.
Jonathan and Clary will have activated their anti-tracking runes. Finding them. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I have some very specific questions. Number one is Malik. I mean, are we gonna kind of get some back and forth? Are you gonna have a new love interest?
A new love interest? Are you out of your mind? Where would they go? Well, they can go anywhere, right? So can they take a trip to somewhere like really what? Can they go to the moon? What is the portal distance? Is there some sort of is there something involved with physics here? Is there like a math equation that works for the portals? I don't know. But if it's limited to Earth, I think they're gonna do a lot of beach vacations. They'll do some, cultural vacations, but honestly, wine, bread, food, just hop around, city to city, baby. Going everywhere. Oh, and then check out some animals. Maybe go down to Australia, see what's going on down there. I want to go to the Galapagos, so maybe Alec does too. Maybe. We'll see.
It's about the Malik dance, so obviously everybody's just gonna hate it. Yeah.
I mean, everyone hates Malik. I don't know why.
It's just so crazy.
Probably because they're so ugly.
Must be.
Yeah.
So it's like, here, we're gonna have you go play tennis with Roger Federer, and you're gonna do great. That's so interesting. Nothing changed. Is your magic gone?
Okay, guys. Come on in here with the other cable, please. Immediately. Give me the black cable that we had. I'm just gonna open it up. Sorry, guys. Wait for the doc, please. I'm sorry.
Sometimes it even feels good. You're an idiot.
I'm sorry. I thought you'd never ask. Let me do it.
No, I got it. I can do it. I'm a shadow hunter.
What's your size?
5, 6,
Okay.
whatever works.
Oh. Sorry, I thought I was gonna land on my foot, so my reaction was to just scream like a baby.
Shadowhunter.
Not move my foot. That's right, badass Shadowhunter here.
So Todd and Darren, our showrunners, call me up and they say, hey, so, you ice skate, right? Well, it's been a while since I've been on the ice. And I go, no, I don't. Why? They go, oh, they're ice skating in episode 314. What gave you this idea? So I say, on this date, I get to be really bad at ice skating and Jace gets to be really good at ice skating, right? They're like, oh, no, you're gonna be really good at it because Clary grew up in New York and Dom has to be bad at it. So thoughtful. You got it?
So the skating rink scene, I actually can ice skate fairly well, and Kat was a little more nervous. She got quite good at it with the trainer quite quickly.
It's one of those situations where I had a great team around me who helped me learn what I needed to know, and thank goodness Dom was there too because we got each other through it.
When she's backwards, I was guiding her and making sure she was upright, but then still I had to look like I was terrible at it.
But you know, you pull yourself up by your skate laces and get through it.
You right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
But what's great about it is that they have a moment to actually be a couple and to see what their relationship could be if they didn't have to deal with the impending apocalypse all the time and demon brothers and, you know, fathers trying to rid the world of downworlders and things like this. You know, it gets in the way of a good
It was action. Jump,
No,
or
3, 2, 1, jump.
Go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, we're just discussing what 3, 2, 1 action means. After 3 years of being in this show, Kat doesn't know what 3, 2, 1 action means.
Now, sidebar. Just to be clear, Clary did go missing a lot. But if you go back and rewatch the seasons, because we counted it for a while, there's a whole period of time where all Jace says is, Clary, no, Clary, don't, Clary, stop. And every time she just goes, up she goes, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna go try and save her, otherwise she's gonna be dead again. Like, and there I go. And what happened at the end of season 2? I died. Cheers, Clary.
Neat.
It's true.
She's like a dangerous person.
Jeez.
It's really true. Thank you. Thanks for bringing that up.
Of course, whatever it is I'm in.
Good. I'm placing you under arrest.
Under arrest?
So sorry.
So caught it.
The prop needle was pretty big. I did poke him at one point. Just kidding.
I'm not really afraid of needles, thankfully. I'm very good at, I like to watch it and be like, whoa, because I think it's kind of a weird thing.
I made sure that I was careful. I think I was actually putting the needle towards the pillow instead of him.
But then also it was rubber, so when she did try to do it, it would just bend.
Well, I don't hate Alberto, so he was lucky.
Oh, I love you, but it's true.
Yeah, I think that's true.
I get really excited, okay? But the fans love me for that. You can't blame me.
That's right.
It's true.
And then the
I
writers
love
are
you.
just like, well, it's on
So
the
let me
back.
tell you about Sizzy. Ready?
If things go sideways, your mark is the only thing that can banish Lilith back to Edom. Are you kidding me? That thing's always on.
Sorry, I thought I turned it off.
Sorry.
That's you? Amanda, I'm so sorry. But it was confusing the whole time.
Well, they always say you always know. Well, they always say you know you. I don't even know the line anymore.
Yeah.
I forgot my line. What is it? By the authority of the clay. I forgot my line. What is it? Tell me where Jonathan is. I'm gonna kill that son of a bitch. I don't know how, but I'm gonna kill him if I see him. Or what is it?
I don't know.
With your bare hands.
With my bare
Bare
hands.
Tell me where Jonathan is. I'm gonna kill that idiot. What is wrong with me? I'm gonna kill that son of a bitch with my bare hands. Okay.
Simon, wait!
But there were these massive ravens, I kid you not, these birds were this big, that were up in the rafters that really wanted to be a part of the scene.
Oh no.
Desperately wanted to be a part of the scene. So every other half sentence, they would caw and squawk, and it would just echo throughout the entire place, which really added to the ambiance of the scene, which
Very
will make
creepy.
sense to you when you see it. But doesn't do well for the sound department when they're trying to pick up our dialogue.
They add that stuff in later.
Yeah, nor does it work well for us who are trying to be serious about something and just hear this caw. We're talking about the end of the world and then caw. We're going, okay.
I like the arm motions too. That was necessary.
That's what they were doing. It scared us. Are they gonna attack us? Are they gonna dive bomb us? What's going on?
I'm so looking forward to that blooper reel.
Yeah, there's too many moments to name where we just had the time of our lives making this story.
Once Lilith surfaces, she'll be trapped inside. If she breaks free, use your vamp speed and act as our shield.
Okay. I made it!
Like, why sounds like he really likes the plan.
It's so hard.
Every time someone says something, he goes, okay.
My line.
You ready?
I think I got it.
Shut up!
No, you shut up. Sorry.
So many familiar faces. Son of Adam.
Jesus, come on.
That was pretty badass though. Son of Adam.
Is this like a boomerang situation?
I'll do a photo and then a boomerang. How about that?
Cool, cool, cool.
So we have everything.
All right, just give me a 3, 2, 1. I don't know.
Alright. 3, 2, 1.
Caw! Caw!
Okay, one more. Real quick.
She's not even taking a picture, we're just with you.
Yeah,
This is definitely Jace saying this to Clary after she chose him when she literally could have wished for anything. She could have wished for the power to bring people back from the dead. Way smarter than just Jace.
Who can have anything else in the world? That's ridiculous. That's not true. No one can have anything else in the world. Otherwise, they wouldn't be they would be a god. And the only one who's a god is Magnus, the closest one. So Alec would be the only one who could say that. So the line should be changed. Edit the show. A Western. It would be wild, crazy. I'd totally be the bad guy, and I'd have like a really sinister-looking horse. You'd get, oh man, you get Isaiah and Harry as a duo, riding a pair of matching horses also, and they have like matching outfits, and they're kind of tough, and they're kind of, they're sexy. They come into town and do sexy cowboy stuff. Oh, I would put Em and Alberto together as some kind of like a bad guy stealing, robbing banks, and maybe there's like a whole old Western style saloon scene. Oh, it'd be great. I want to watch that. I didn't really create a narrative. I just said things, but give me some time.
I think season 4 should be Simon and Jay's story through the streets of New York, cleaning it up, and with like instances of like Malik popping in, giving them new assignments, and Izzy like reining them in. Boys, you need to do better. That's what Izzy
exactly
sounds
how
like.
she sounds like in season 4. I completely agree, except I would call it Jason Simon.
Simon and Jay sounds better.
Just that little switch, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
we had
Jason
this debate
Simon.
earlier. Really quickly, show of hands. What sounds better? Simon and Jace? Jason Simon.
Whoops. That didn't go the way you thought it was going to, did you?
Thank you.
What I remember from filming the Siberia stuff was that it was freezing cold. So I'm like, don't be cold, don't be cold, don't be cold. And then as soon as they call action, I walk out and I'm trying to be evil and creepy and run after her, while also my entire body was like, hey bro, you're freezing. Could you like do something about it? I remember Matt coming up to me and saying, it'd be great if you didn't chatter your teeth. And I was like, okay, yeah, I could do that.
after a while it did get cold, but that's, you know, that's what tea and soup are for.
No, I did not.
Thank goodness.
Yes, I would say it was, that was one of the days I was very happy to be like at home in my blanket, texting everyone, getting pictures of like freezing cold temperatures, and I was very happy.
Have fun in the snow.
To be with like my
Bye.
cat, like sending pictures, like good luck guys.
Is Matador in the building?
It's cardboard cutout of Matadario.
Yeah. Oh, so I want you to swing that thing. It's pretty big. Oh, it smells of his hand. Amazing. It's Alec Lightwood's bow.
Very good. Very good.
I love it.
Is it a bracelet?
Sometimes.
Oh, it's your bracelet.
Oh, yes. I mean, I'm not gonna say it looks better. I'm just gonna say.
Well, I mean, it does
It's
not
meant
look
to be
bad
on her
you.
I'm just gonna back away from the Shadowhunters barrel for about to run down.
Alright, thank you.
Out of the fray. I'm gonna get the, yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, so I'll be right back.
You're never gonna get these.
Okay.
These are really hard.
I bet.
Don't smell them.
They're in front of you. Definitely don't smell them.
Oh, okay. Okay. Where's the jingle? Is there something else?
No, what is it? Say the words.
Oh, Old Spice.
There you go.
Yeah.
You're ready. Oh, actually, Tony, are you ready?
Sorry.
Cool. Cover it. Sorry.
Just get me a little bit blurry though, so I like look better, you know.
Oh yeah, no, a little bit.
Like cream cam. Just yeah. Like a Mariah Carey filter. You know what? These quotes. Let's just do Mariah Carey lyrics.
Mariah Carey.
Yeah, I had to get that Mariah Carey focus.
Dream lover, come rescue me. Sorry.
I mean, if you want to do that again, that's
Absolutely not. That'd be on the internet forever, and then I'd have to move countries where they don't have internet.
That's not this. These aren't from my show. Is it?
I'm gonna be really embarrassed if some of them aren't from your show. If they're from the book or something.
I don't know that one. That's a made up rune.
Is it a made up rune? That one is the strength rune.
Strength. See, that, I don't get that one.
I mean, you're a vampire. You already have the strength. Why would you need
and
it?
Dom would say, well, they're all made up, aren't they? So.
That's a good point. It's an excellent point.
There we go. There we go.
Do you guys all agree on that answer?
Yeah. Well, we don't. I don't know if we could keep like. Well, I'm gonna say something drastically different, but exactly the same.
Exactly the
And I think hope is one of the main themes of the show. Now looking back on it and having like, hope is what got Izzy. What?
I said this in the meet and greet.
I don't remember this. Did you?
Verbatim.
Nope.
No. No.
Who was in the meet and greet? Did he say this? Oh, okay, yeah. All right.
But you know what? There were only 10 of them there, so, or, 20, however many. People would love to hear. Go ahead.
Pick the right stage to say it. 'Cause I got sort of this very minimal group, and everyone else is going to be like, Alberto's so poetic.
And did you steal anything from set when you left?
I did not, and as I said again and again, I would never do that because that would be criminal. And I don't commit criminal activities, especially against wonderful networks and studios. But I heard that other people did. In fact, I heard some people were basically breaking and entering.
Huh?
Yeah, some criminals. Criminals. I work with a bunch of criminals, a bunch of juvenile delinquents.
What will we do with them?
I don't know what to do with them. Go steal their stuff back. Collect the things from them, and bring them back. Or don't do that. That's
Alec Lightwood, vigilante.
Exactly. Very legal man.
Quite a few things, actually. I did not take anything that I wasn't given, for the record. I will say that.
I just rolled my eyes and I don't know why.
And did you steal anything from set when you left?
I stole a lot of things. Enough to have a criminal record.
Oh boy.
Right
Okay.
now. No, I didn't. I didn't steal anything. They handed me something.
Okay.
I don't know if I was supposed to keep it, because I think it was my last. Was it my last scene in the loft? Magnus's loft, and then they just handed me what do you call it? Not a statue.
Bust.
Bust. Yes.
Gotcha.
They handed me the bust that you see every day, and I think it's been around since season 1, and I was just carrying it around, and then I just ended up walking to the trailer, and then I ended up keeping it. So I mean, I don't know if they still want it back, but I got it signed. So
that's cute.
they didn't say anything throughout the process, and I had everyone else sign it, so someone should have told me that I shouldn't have kept it, but. Yeah, that's all I.
Did you get that through customs?
How did I get through? Oh, I drove back.
Oh, okay.
I drove back.
If you would have stolen something from set,
What would I have stolen?
what would you have stolen?
I probably would have taken a bow.
Obviously.
I should have done that. I didn't.
I feel like they would notice that was missing though.
I don't know. I think they had like 10.
Okay.
There were like a lot of bows.
Just be like, it just went missing.
Yeah, but I don't have that anymore. It's gone. But I heard that somebody got one in an auction. So there's somebody out there who has my bow, and I'm proud of them for taking what I couldn't steal.
I'm sure it's their prized possession.
It is. I hope so. It better be.
I also didn't take anything out altogether because I just didn't want to get Disney police on my ass. I have a bunch of his clothing, and I have the leather trench that they made me because I asked them, you know why. So when I literally went into them one day and I was like, Ange, I want a leather trench. And they were like, okay, cool, we can buy one. I was like, no, I want one like Spike from Buffy. And that's why they made that leather trench.
No way.
Yeah. So I just figured it was mine by right.
Yeah.
So I took that and a sword and a Death Star, like the Shogun, is that what it's called?
I don't know, I
those
didn't use
throwing
those.
stars.
I didn't get those cool ones.
And a Stele.
And I think a lot of you know this story, but I learnt about it because it was when I was reading the first script and we sat down at the table read, and I was like, this character's awesome. And the showrunner leant over and went, that's you. And I was like, oh, what? That's it.
This is very good.
Oh no, it's too small. Okay,
Try
this
it.
is the trunk.
It sounds like an elephant.
Is there an elephant around here?
That's right.
Where's the elephant? Hold on.
Usually
oh
it's
my
supposed
God.
to go inside the Coke crate.
I'm gonna try it.
Okay, ready?
Oh, good one.
Yo, let me see me.
That's an elephant farting.
There you go.
He was gonna tell him something when he met him, but the moment he met him, he like blanked out. He was like,
I do that, and I'm like, oh my God, I can say he knows this person that I know, so that kind of starts a conversation, and I'm not just like a fanboy. So I meet him like, nice to meet you. Cool. I'll talk to you later.
And then when I was Jace, I would snap back to my American accent, which was fine for the first week or so.
Right.
And then they started having me film in the morning as the Owl, and then in the afternoon as Jace, so I'd have to switch halfway through. And then I think there were a couple of days where it was like, go and do the Owl, go back, get changed, get wiped down, put your runes on, be Jace. And they were like, we missed something. Go put the Owl mask back on.
100%. Actually, we can announce now that we are starting a girl band. I mean, a girl.
We are the new Spice Girls.
We are the new Spice Girls. I'm posh, obviously, because I only wear black.
Yeah.
You're baby.
I'm baby ginger because I'm sometimes ginger.
Okay, no, you.
Am
One
I
or the other
Baby
cat.
Spice?
You're baby spice.
But there's only two of us, so we have to cover the whole basis.
Okay, well then I'm scary and posh.
Okay, cool.
And sporty.
And I'm baby ginger. It's perfect.
I'm gonna do Harry Potter.
Yeah, if I don't take home Harry Potter, my wife was not letting me.
We also used to try and figure out where all the Shadowhunters got their clothes. And just, I had these images of the Amazon delivery guy coming with a box to the old church and just leaving it there and going,
Yeah,
I keep
subscription
leaving
service. These
deliveries
nuns must
here,
be
and I
so
don't know
wild.
why. There's nobody
Leave it
here.
Hardest day of filming on the show for either of you? Was there one day where it really sticks out? Could have been a day
So
like that.
one of the Owl ones that, whilst we're on that topic, that was really rough. It was, we were sort of still learning the mask and the costume, and it was
Okay.
all custom made and it was beautiful. But we had rain towers that day. It was the first time with poor Tim Dempsey, that nurse that he was a really good actor, and he had one
Great guy.
episode and got possessed and then died, and that was it. But so he was doing really well, bless him. And what we figured out fairly early on is that the mask let in rain at the top, but not out at the bottom. It's sort of midway through takes, like, I think I'm going to drown. Like, it's sort of watching water fill up this mask, which is insane. And then the owl, the way the owl sort of went through his possessions was just like kneel over people, which is fine in jeans that have some sort of stretch to them. And let me tell you, those did not. So literally first thing that happens is I go down and sort of, I don't know if you've ever seen a surprised owl, but it was like, and everyone's like, is everything you good? And I stand up and I hadn't thought about it at all, but I was wearing bright orange boxers. Like thank God I was wearing some, to be honest. But like bright orange, and I stand up, sort of this like dejected, like, and I've ripped from like here to here, and they just go, "Oh, costume," only had the one pair, so they had to duct tape me back into these jeans.
Oh my gosh.
Which obviously, because it was raining, the duct tape wouldn't stick to the pants, so it ended up being, to me, sort of taped my trousers back onto me. And if you watch that scene, what they came to terms with was the fact that all of it's going to be waist up. Like there's no, oh yeah, because I wore sweats by the end of it. They kept falling off and they were just like, put some sweatpants on. So I've got like grey, like Adidas sweats on.
And no leg hair still.
No, yeah, still to this day, no leg hair whatsoever.
It's wiped out.
Yeah.
That was better than waxing, you could say. Yeah.
Pause.
The sound effect.
Shut up. Pew, 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 pew. Shing. I'll kill that son of a bitch with my bare hands.
You can't. None of us can.
Why?
Sorry, I wasn't expecting that. That was really funny.
Anything? Did you? I mean, you obviously didn't read the books, but was there ever a moment?
I read the first one. Just throwing me under the bus.
No. I mean, in a good way. Sometimes as an actor, you don't want to have that.
It's tricky. It was tricky. I think the one thing that Alberto you used to talk about a lot was like the war, like the big war that happens, and that was something that we were all like,
at the
wow,
end of
that'd
book
be cool.
3,
Yeah.
that giant battle that happens in Idris, like that would have been
Would have been
lit.
awesome, but turns out expensive, so we didn't do it.
More expensive than the owl.
Yeah. Do more expensive than the drowning mask. Which, yeah.
Okay. Tell me when you're ready. You like that?
Yeah, no,
Like
it's
that?
good. It's actually a little bit.
Okay. And now this one. Just come at it like this. Do you need the entry smile, or can it just be smile?
Sight to see the shadow.
Matt, I feel like you
Why
always
am
have
I
because
somehow? What is this?
you're all up on the conspiracy theories. And you
I'm
always
up on
know.
conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
I don't have a single
I'm
conspiracy
gonna say
theory.
not of your own, but you're educated on them. And so if there
He knows
was
too
another
much
way,
about things that he shouldn't
crazy.
know.
And if there was another way to see the world, Matt would be the one to see it.
I refuse to acknowledge
I think
any
that
of those.
Matt has the prettiest eyes, so that's what I'm gonna say.
Oh, okay. Now M gets. M is now the winner.
You do have nice
Oh
eyes,
sure.
man. Look at
You,
you.
I mean,
really
you do.
noticing.
Your eyes are beautiful.
Oh, we get these are great.
This
I
side
mean,
is
all
better
of
than
your
the other
sister's
side.
eyes are beautiful, and I'm considered your
see the
sister too.
difference?
So
There you go.
there you go.
You know, and let that go and let her go in a way. And so, how did you sort of come to that resolution?
I think he had no choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knew that the owl, not the owl, the owl could come back.
The owl was watching.
You're eating it, Em. My hands are like so. We trust you. You have clean hands. Okay, I'll be right back.
There you go. There you go. You really committed to that.
I did commit to
appreciate
it.
I appreciate it.
I kind of you really hungry.
So what happened
You
to
can't eat the
Jell-O?
props.
Why not? Anyway, that was fun.
That was fun.
Guys.
Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Shadowhunters, the musical.
Shut up.
Copyright.
Oh yeah. Can we do that? Can we write that? How do we do that?
I don't know.
Haley could write the music.
Perfect. You heard it here, folks.
I will fly with my wings.
It's true.
It's gonna be
You're
like Peter Pan.
We are one, brother.
No, you good.
No, you go on.
No,
please, you.
No, you got it.
No, go on.
You train more,
It's
so
okay.
you should.
We have an hour.
Yeah,
We
well, I
keep
can do this
doing
all day.
for an
I can do this
hour.
all day.
I know.
Yeah. So.
Are you going to do the thing?
No.
So with the training, I think that
Hey guys, thank you so much for playing with us. It was super fun, and we'll see you next time. Okay.
Yeah. He's not going to like it, though. He's not here, so.
Why?
It's not a bad quality, but apparently everyone else is like, don't wave. I'm like,
Why not?
I don't know. They just kept telling her.
It's the universal symbol for goodbye.
Exactly.
They do it over the entire world. You're gonna say don't wave goodbye?
I'm not saying it. Everyone else is. I don't know.
Is Twitter saying it?
No, I don't know who's saying it.
I think they don't care as long as Twitter's not saying it. Freeform doesn't.
I'm fine with my wave. I'm proud of it.
Yeah.
It's just hilarious.